Hello everyone and welcome to our Starcraft 2 live cast. For this one we're playing a TvT
Not enough minerals.
on Acid Plant.
Not enough
That's
minerals.
the first time I've read that map name. So looks like we have a ramp here.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Playing on a different account, so I don't think I'd change my map preferences because I don't recognize this map at all. So I'm guessing I have a thumbs down for a reason on my main account. These accounts are the same MMR though, so we should be facing similar level opponents.
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah, very exposed. Mineral line, don't like that. And then not easy to take third either, so yeah, I can see why I thumbs down this map. However, at least TvT won't be as big of an issue as other matchups. I hope. Guess it depends on his composition.
Yep. SCV ready. Sure thing. There's something in the way.
How are we for Reaper instances? Looks like none. So that part's good.
SCV ready. Woo-hoo! Overtime.
Micro
SCV
lag.
ready.
I know what that means.
Go ahead. What's going on? Go. Yeah,
Not enough
whatever.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Huh? In the rear with the gear.
Command center upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required.
Keep your shirt up. Big
Yeah,
job,
let's
huh?
go throw on the engineering bay.
Base is under attack.
This better be good.
Just seeing if I got killed, which I did not. The Reaper should still be there.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready. You scared me. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
What's in? Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Go ahead and get that fourth Marine.
SCV ready.
And the planetary.
SCV ready. It's your dime. Want a piece of me, boy? Huh? Big job, huh?
Okay.
Go ahead. SCV ready. We'll butter my
I guess we'll
biscuit.
make siege tanks. That's probably trapped in there.
SCV
Didn't think this
ready.
through whether I'm going straight into Raven or get siege tanks first.
Uh-huh. Yep. Roger. SCV ready.
Add-on.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Yeah, this is a problem.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Ben, go ahead. Ah! You scared me. Big job. SCV ready.
Okay. Oh, they weren't even repairing. They were repairing each other. Alright, well, there's the reason we have that map. Thumbs down. Very many bad features. Mostly you can't planetary the natural. Like the minerals face the entrance instead of the opposite. Very strange. So we need to acid plant, right? Yeah. Not sure what my last map should be. Definitely like Neoplanet or Neoviolet. Like Backwater too. This one's very big. Not sure how I feel about that. I do like that you can expand towards your opponent. There's too many maps where all the expansions are on the edge of the map. Nothing in the middle. Like this map, for instance, all the expansions are on the edge. This whole center area, nothing to expand to. Same with this one. And this one. I guess just those two is fine. I left my SCVs on auto repair, but there are already so many injured SCVs that they all repaired each other, and then the tank just died to a single cyclone. He needed to focus down that tank with 2 cyclones before he lost 1 cyclone to the planetary and siege tank going at it, which is basically impossible. So that would have ended his little aggression. He could have easily been 3 command centers behind that. There's nothing mineral intensive on that build. So it's not like stuffing that aggression would have put me in a great spot, but we've been okay. We've gotten to play on. Okay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. In the rear with the... Ah! You scared? Huh?
Should I try something different?
SCV ready.
Additional supply tanks.
I think I should. I think I'm going to open
SCV ready.
with no gas geysers and rely on that bunker for longer and attempt to get 3 command centers. Now if I'm going to go 3 command centers, I might as well get the orbital first, so I can get the mules going
SCV ready.
and get the planetary second.
Gotcha.
Biggest worry I have with trying this out
SCV ready. Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
Will do. Big job.
This better be good.
Yeah.
You gonna give me orders?
not a good time to be lagging.
Go, go, go!
I'm Trying to stutter, he
Command
disappears.
center upgrade complete.
Stutter stepping under a heavy leg. Not really possible.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV ready. Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Alright, at this point we can go double gas.
Not enough.
We could use some help here. By the numbers, boys. Sure. Can't wait.
Huh? Yeah, whatever. Move it.
I forgot about the marine thing.
In the rear. SCV ready.
That was supposed to be an orbital. That's not good.
Ah! You scared me.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Gotcha. Bad news. SCV ready.
Command
Yeah.
center upgrade complete.
Go, go, go!
SCV ready.
Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
SCV ready.
Alright, so we need a
SCV
factory.
ready. Go ahead. SCV. I can't build
Some
here.
turrets.
Woohoo! Overtime. SCV ready.
Sure.
SCV ready. Ah! What's going on?
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Oh, yeah. Go, go, go!
Man, those things are fast.
SCV ready. Bad news, Ben. Big job, huh? SCV ready. SCV ready. Yep. Go ahead.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready.
Alright, that puts us up to 3 gases. So we can take the command center.
I'm going. SCV ready.
Depot soon.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Roger. SCV ready. Woohoo! Overtime. SCV ready. Ready to roll out.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Base research complete.
Go ahead. Good job. In the rear. We right here. Yeah, yeah. You up, ready to go.
Mineral
SCV ready.
base is under attack.
Load up. What's that? Hear me. Woo-hoo. Go ahead. What's our target? ahead.
Research complete.
What's that? Need something to load up? Go ahead. Be ready. I'm going. In the rear with the gear. Huh?
Our SCV's base is under attack. Unacceptable landing zone.
What's going on? Be ready.
This vessel
Bandit, go ahead.
scanning battlefield conditions.
Base is under attack.
Combat.
Mineral field depleted.
Huh? Big job, huh? What's going on? In the rear with the gear. Roger. SCV ready.
Alright, need
Additional supply depots required.
depots.
Base is under attack.
Speed up. Ready.
Additional supply depots required. Command center upgrade.
In the rear with the gear. Ready. Yo, bad news.
It's actually good that I'm not killing that medevac. That's 2 supply he doesn't know about.
Raven online.
I mean, he must see it, but
Big job.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Complete.
Come in
What's that? What's our target?
online. State your request.
Ah! Huh? Will do. Sure thing.
Combat. Command authority register.
SCV ready. Let's go.
Ready for service.
Your forces are under attack.
Underway. Order acknowledged.
SCV ready.
Right away. Scanning battlefield conditions. Understood. Immediately.
SCV ready.
Raven online.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack.
Command.
Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack.
Raven online.
In the rear with the gear.
Ready for service. This vessel will comply.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Raven online.
SCV ready. Roger. Sure thing. SCV
Okay.
ready. Go ahead. Big job. SCV ready. Uh-huh.
Ready for service.
Yes. Huh?
Mineral field depleted.
Ah! It's here. Bad news.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
State your request. Order accepted.
job, huh? Yeah. Bad news?
Command center upgrade complete.
Go ahead.
Base is under attack.
Understood. Immediate.
Base is under attack.
What's that?
Online.
Additional supply depots required.
Alright, more workers. Upgrades are still going.
Good job, huh?
I can do a couple more command centers.
Yeah. SCV ready. Huh? Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Upgrade complete.
Underway.
SCV ready.
Raven online. Command authority registered. This vessel will comply.
Unacceptable landing zone.
State your request immediately.
I'm not sure if I should kill that medevac or not.
Commencing. Job confirmed. Raven online. Understood.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance. Discoveries provided.
Oh, it looked like it was in range.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah.
Scanning battlefield conditions. Raven online.
Base is under attack.
Awaiting orders. Commencing. Job confirmed.
Upgrade complete.
Faster thingamajigger.
Command center upgrade complete.
I can't build here. Definitely.
State your engineering
Mineral
and
field depleted.
You're the boss.
Raven online. Raven online.
In the rear with the gear. Big job, huh? Huh? Bad news?
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete.
Go ahead.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ready for service. Operation underway.
Ah! You scared
Okay.
me.
Raven online.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
What's going on?
Raven online. Raven online.
SCV ready. Woohoo!
Mineral
Overtime.
field depleted.
Alright, I think we're getting out to where we need to be.
Huh?
Starports.
Yeah, yeah.
Command center upgrade complete.
Raven online. Ready for service.
In the rear with the gear.
Raven on
Mineral field depleted.
Big job, huh?
command. Raven online. State your request.
And we got a target.
Order accepted.
Mineral field depleted.
Right away.
Don't see any ravens yet. Battle cruisers. That's fine. That is
Underway.
fine.
Systems private online. Command authority registered. Order acknowledged online.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Raven online.
I can't build here.
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Huh? Roger.
Awaiting orders.
Who knows?
Big job, huh? Bad
Command underway.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Alright, you ready?
Order acknowledged. System.
I know I am.
State your request. Order accepted.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Upgrade.
Ready for service. Understood.
Decided to throw down the PDD there.
Right away.
Add-on complete.
Sad times.
in the rear with the gear. Go ahead. What's going on? Woo-hoo! Oh, bad news. Roger.
Mineral
Job,
field
huh?
Online.
Will do.
This goes out to my production. Let's
I
We're
can't
gonna
build
kill
here.
that medevac, damn it.
Yo,
Scanning battlefield conditions. Systems private. Understood. Ready for
I don't think you're. Okay, that's available. But say I don't think that's available.
what's going on?
He came pretty quickly after his last
I'm going.
Mineral field command center
Counter.
upgrade complete.
Yeah, whatever. Sure thing. Yo. Move it.
Upgrade complete.
Huh?
Scanning battlefield conditions.
I can't build here. I can't build here. You're the boss. Yeah.
Awaiting orders. Commencing. Understood.
I can't build here.
Raven online.
Mineral field depleted.
Job confirmed.
Forward blinking is not
Mineral
a,
field depleted.
something I would ever suggest with battle cruiser. He killed a decent amount of gas in my stuff, but
Base
he needs to
is under attack.
do better than decent to catch up.
the
Mineral
rear with
field
the gear.
depleted.
Yep. We hear you. I can't build.
Raven online.
Command center upgrade complete.
Woo-hoo! Overtime. Go ahead. Big job, huh? What's going on?
Mineral field depleted.
Bad news? Gotcha.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Sure thing.
Command center upgrade complete.
Raven online.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade.
Okay.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Systems primed.
In the rear
He's not
with the
gonna
gear.
try to take this. In which case,
Yeah.
I will
Yo.
take it.
I can't build here. Roger. Let's roll. Huh? Bad news?
Job. Immediately.
In the rear with the gear.
He does not have much here.
This vessel will comply.
Guess he didn't really have much of a bank behind
Bad
that.
news? I can't build here.
Raven online.
I can't build here.
This vessel requires
Vespine geyser exhausted.
immediately. Understood. Job.
I do not care about that. Here, it's the council below.
Right away. Understood.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Autoturret engaged.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Systems primed. Underway. Order. Understood. Job. Immediately. Engineering at your disposal.
Infinite gas.
Right away. Order acknowledged. Order accepted. Command authority registered. Underway. Systems prime. Understood.
Big job, huh? Gotcha. Yep. I can't build here. Yeah, I can't build here.
State your request. Commencing.
Speak up.
Raven online.
Huh? Bad news? Uh-huh.
Engineering at your disposal. Right away. Understood.
PC count's up again.
Order accepted. Command authority registered. System.
Takes a lot,
Vessel.
but we can kill battle cruisers. 30 damage per hit against 450 hit points, right? Or 550 hit points. So that's 10 Seeker missiles to kill a single battlecruiser, and like when I hit this BC here, this one's probably only taking 15 damage or 7.5 damage, depending on how far out the splash radius is. So to kill all these BCs, we're probably looking at 20 to 30 Seeker missiles. 3 pages of Ravens, I would say, not a problem. Again, I kind of want to look at my mid-game. Like, this match is, I think, I can't say for sure, but I can check right now. I'm pretty sure it was over at the beginning. I feel like he committed fairly heavily to these attacks, and I was able to stuff them and expand quickly at the same time. So you can see he's just taking his 3rd and 4th. You know, I'm pretty comfortably on 4 bases. Up 10 workers. What was it, like? Yeah, up 13 workers. Yeah, so we more or less maintained a 10 plus worker lead. I'm sure we lose some here and there. Yeah, 10 to 11 worker lead. 10, 9. That Liberator actually feels pretty good. 10 workers. Maybe one of those is a siege tank or something. More or less, at least a 10 worker lead almost at all times, and we were expanding faster. And we were more cost efficient. He's trying to contain me here, but the Raven count has just gotten too big. I do have to keep repairing the Ravens because the new auto turret kind of sucks, where you take damage every time you place it down. But he's so sparsely spread out that I can just kind of chunk away at his army. Piece after piece, I don't have to worry about flying into a major portion of army. CDO's class is just getting more and more crazy. So I didn't actually want to talk about the beginning. I just wanted to confirm that this is where the game ended. What I want to talk about is what I should be doing around now. Right, we got the huge Raven flock. We're starting to bank minerals. And I feel like this is the point in the game where I could do more. And where it didn't really matter this game, there's going to be games where it matters. Like, one bad engagement where I dry out my Ravens and don't get the necessary work done with them, and I could look at getting overwhelmed. And that's why I think, even more than in the past, I need to really be massing the planetaries. Planetary bases, double planetary bases, just putting planetaries randomly out on the map. The more forward the position I can acquire, the better. The other option for the mineral bank is Hellions or Hellbats. I had a lot of success earlier against someone who was orbiting all of his bases. This is not one of those guys. But just go like 3 factories, and every wave of Hellions that came out, you send like 1 or 2 to each base, and he was going crazy trying to like handle all this Hellion harass. And it was so simple for me to throw out there. So good against lack of defense, but even against planetaries, rather than sparsely throwing out Hellions, if I just kind of walk in on a base like this with like 15 Hellbats, I can walk through a planetary. From my defensive standpoint, I know for a fact that Hellbats are very strong against planetaries because they're a large model size, so they don't really die to splash damage the same way Marines do. They have high hit points, and it's like an important number of hit points too. makes it awkward. Yeah, 135, right? So 3 shots from a planetary does 120, which means it can actually survive the 4th shot as well. So 4 shots to kill at Hellbats, and the splash damage isn't that great. And then of course Hellbats have high damage per hit, so they can cut through the planetary's army, and of course they can stutter step and get a surround on the planetaries, which can negate any SCV repair. Of course, to do that properly requires some micro. Not much, though. And I always think of actions as an important resource. The resource people never talk about. But like, if you think of how effective an attack is, you kind of have to divide that by how much attention you have to put into the attack. So, like versus Zerg, for instance, I could come in with Hellions and focus fire down clumps of drones, and then when his army arrives, I could retreat and save most of the Hellions. Or I could just make Hellbats and A-move them, and whatever they do, they do. You know, some might get into the mineral line to kill drones, otherwise, other ones will be shooting at a Evo chamber or a gas geyser, and then when the Zerg army comes, all the Hellbats die. And that's not as good, obviously, but that requires no micro, which means I can put all my attention somewhere else. And for that reason, I actually find that to be a better attack than microing Hellions. Gas bank's not a big deal. The only thing you can do about that is add more starports, so you can replenish your Raven supply. With the mineral bank, I'd like to be able to spend through somehow. I like the idea of expanding by creating command centers at home to float out, and at the same time also building command centers on location. And if the on location ones work out, base gets up sooner and it's easier, it's less actions to set it up. And if it doesn't get up, then you can just cancel it and you still have the backup plan of completed command centers to float out later. Any forward position would be good though. Maybe I should like be mindful of hidden places I can set up. For instance, like a planetary right here would be nice. There's no sensor tower. If he does expand north, it'll be through this path, so I don't really see it. So if I could set up a command center and a whole bunch of missile turrets, and then put down a sensor tower, all of a sudden I have all this forward vision. I got this safe spot to hang out with my Ravens. I got short distance to poke at his new bases, like this one, or even this one. Yeah, I think it's all about the command centers. Did you scan me there? That seemed like a... Or I guess he assumes that would be my next expansion base. No, it's typically not. I think of that as like a ninja corner base, but considering I was spanning along the north, it'd probably be my next logical base as well from his perspective.
Additional supply depots.
Byro Velo. I'd be claiming map packs right now. See guys, it's just so obvious this guy map hacks.
Our
Watch his
SCVs
perspective.
are under attack.
And he's flying forward. He's going towards that base. And then look, he changes direction. He clicks up here. What's up there? Look, I'm moving stuff that way. So obvious. Map hacker. Every time. I guess the other thing to think of is like what composition's gonna have trouble with where just like 45 ravens might not be the best solution. I think anything involving Thors would be a big problem. Big problem. So it used to be Thors had a choice between high impact mode, which was guaranteed to hit the ravens, or the regular attack, which is bonus to light and splash damage. So tons and tons of damage, but you can avoid it with PDD. But there's no more PDD anymore. So the standard attack from Thors will just like shred Raven Clouds. In which case, I think I have to go Battle Cruiser, right? Large amounts of siege tanks is good versus Thors, but just like having a planetary and a couple tanks, that's not going to do anything. You need so many tanks that it'll be painful for the Thors to walk forward to try to get range on them. I don't see Thors against Bio. There was a time where I tried to go Stim Marauder as a transition against Thors. You could never get enough Marauders, but sometimes you could get enough to really whittle down the number of Thors and make them more manageable. Banshees would be really bad. You would have detection. Banshees are also light units. Gotta be Battlecruiser. And even then, the high impact mode on Thor makes them trade okay against BCs. Oh. Interference Matrix. The third spell that I forgot exists. They were going to make that 10 seconds. It originally was 6 seconds. I think they tried to make it 10. They decided it was too much and put it down to 8. Say was a target for 8 seconds. I wonder what the casting range on it is.
Waiting orders.
That's about 13 range, that siege tank. I can't target my own.
Order acknowledged.
Mineral field. Command center upgrade.
Systems prime. State your request. Right away. Command authority registered.
Upgrade complete.
Immediately ready for service. Underway.
Okay. Wish I had a tank. That's very easy to spot what 13 range is.
Awaiting orders.
Guess I gotta bring my own tank.
Go ahead.
Mineral field depleted.
Move it.
Oops.
Need something blown up? What's that? Rock
I also
and
consider
roll.
making tanks all game versus Terran.
I'll give it my
Because if you go
best
Sky
shot.
Terran, like I don't think there's any Sky Terran composition the Mass Raven can't handle. And then tanks are always at least decent versus all things ground.
Speak up.
Mineral field depleted.
Give us your best shot.
Okay, so that's about 13 range from that tank. So that SCV.
This vessel will comply.
Josh from about here. Looks like a 9 or 10. Probably 10. Same for
Commencing
Seeker Missile.
order
Mineral
accepted.
field depleted.
Engineer, come. State your request.
It's a long range. I still don't think you could take on a Thor, a bunch of Thors with just Ravens. Like you would have to.
In battlefield conditions. Understood.
It's only 8 seconds. You'd have to come in,
Order acknowledged.
throw it on the scan, give a start
Underway.
point, shift click
Order
to C,
accepted.
shift clicked over, spam the turrets, then exit,
Authority registered.
Mineral field depleted.
all within that 8 seconds. And even if you miss a couple of Thors, that could be a ton of damage on Ravens.
Engineering at your disposal. Commencing.
I guess to keep things simple, I should try just Ravens versus Thors.
immediately.
And then if it
Best
fails
advisor
miserably,
exhausted.
I can figure out if I'm going to go
What's
BCs or
going
not.
on?
And then with BCs against Thors, it's kind of who has the bigger economy.
Roger.
So for that reason, I think anytime I'm playing against a mech composition, like if I see any Hellbats, for instance, I should throw down a Fusion Core. Just so I'm ready for that Thor, for that BC transition, because it can take a long time to get out a decent number of BCs.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Anyways, with that, I've been babbling long past the end of this game. I think we will call
Mineral
it the
field.
end of this one. Will you check out the stats before we go? Oh, this is a new end game screen. Are they playing Hearthstone? I swear that's what I saw. Yeah, pretty solidly lead throughout. Active workers. Oh. I like that hybrid graphic setting, but man, it makes these models look terrible. Where was that image? It's not going to show me again. All right. Anyways, with that, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.